Say alright, so first and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Shemi or Shaiba, Shemra Kakodash. We say double and say apostles and elders of great most and well, or teachers or apostles in the truth. And we say salutations, so the Akamas of the pushing of truth and say day and day out. Constantly in season, we say Shalom. Once again, going into our little scriptures here. I'm going into this video, you see on the screen. As you can see, it's from a page called Matt Hoffa, right? Which, if you know, Matt Hoffa is a battle rapper, right? That battle rap. Right, you see on the URL, all this sort of stuff. But he has a podcast, right? And his podcast goes into many other different things. Not only rap as well, but many other things that may be going on worldwide, like politics, like certain recently they had an episode where they was talking about UFOs and at how the government came out and said that there are UFOs outside the atmosphere, So I went into all this, and the podcast have many topics going to, but this particular topic here is about rappers selling their souls. And the individual, as you can see to the right of Matt Hoffa, was he was offered a record deal, and certain things that was coming with the record deal, right? That he mentioned, like they wanted to play with, they wanted them to do some anal stuff then, and as a man, and that's something he didn't do, But I'm gonna play this little piece of the clip here. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Money promotions as far as money makers.
Correct.
For labels. Now, I've spoken to a lot of independent artists. Shout out to Source Walker. One of the things that he told me when I said, Jay been trying to sign me. I'm like, yo, why wouldn't you sign? He said, because I don't want a label playing with my life.
No, just to say this, he talked about an individual called Source Walker, right? Which I believe is a rapper. Now, he said that he don't want to sign with a label because he don't want the label playing with his life. Now, that one of the things that recently I was watching certain interviews. I think even on Vlad, Vlad and some other podcasts where they had like high class artists. I believe one of the artists was Kelly Price, which you may know she used to sing R&B songs, right? And she said that when you're signed to a label, the label plays with your life. Because the label, if you love to smoke, if you love to drink, they would just continually keep on bringing it. And while they keep on doing that, they have you intoxicated, or they have you messed up in your mind, and from there they take advantage of you. And that is how they sketch you and basically blackmail you. And that's something she said, right? So it have many accounts from different artists or different individuals that bear witness to the wickedness that these rap labels and these people do, right?
That's real. That means playing with, because I'm gonna expose. That means playing with your butt. You know what I mean? No, listen, because
no, you see, no, this is the piece I want to get into, as you say, that playing. He say he gonna expose, and that one of the things is that they say they're playing with your butt, and you hear some of the individuals in that who there as well, they laugh, even Matt Hoffa laugh. I know, no, and that's serious thing, because we've been hearing that for years, and that is facts. As I say, even Kelly Price and some other individuals say the same thing. They find out what they find out what is a demon, and and they encourage you to continue being in it, continue doing it, and when they come to continue to they sort of take advantage of you, so I like to bring that scripture here. This is Matthew chapter 16, right? Matthew chapter 16. I'll go to verse straight to the point. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 26, right? Now start from verse We'll start from verse 25. It says, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. Right? And we don't know plenty people outside here. They wouldn't lose their life for the Lord. They wouldn't be that sacrifice, but it would be a sacrifice, like they would give up the butt, to be something in this place. So they say whoever shall save his life shall lose it. right? And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. And losing a life for the Lord is that is the greatest that is the greatest sacrifice he can make. You understand? Giving up things in this life for the Lord is some of the greatest thing you could do. Because again, the reward you're going to receive it's going to be greater than anything you could receive in this place. Because any reward you're going to receive here, we're going to receive based on what? Wickedness? A company giving us something, they want something in return. They're signing a record deal, money, whatever it is. All those stuff could be basically say contaminated. Right? So the greatest sacrifice you can make is losing a life for the Lord. You know, giving up things for the Lord. Even the scripture say what for the present things that they go through, it account worthy for the things to come. Right? That's roughly paraphrasing that is written in Romans. Right? So yeah, so losing a life for the Lord, that is a great thing. Now, as I said, many of these people, they wouldn't do that. That is why it's plenty of them, and majority of the time that we're in, like majority of the celebrities, they don't care. They don't care. They would give up their back rights, you know, to get whatever fame they want to receive here. And that not even celebrity as well, but many of these other people, like even like in recent times, you're hearing so much of people that's hey, the wickedness they're doing to get the little internet fame and all this little stuff is total madness, right? So Matthew chapter 16 verse 26, they say, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And we know what they exchange for that, right? We know what it is. So say, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And lose his own soul, and that is what they gain the world, but they lose the soul. That way plenty of them they be on the drugs, they be so drugs, alcohol, you know, to drown all the things they be doing on the background. You understand? You hear plenty of these celebrities come out and say, some of these people they don't even know the things that they be doing, that they wish that they never do, right? Especially for the individuals that laugh when the fella say that is your butt right. You know, they laugh, but there's something serious. You notice he didn't laugh at all because the situation was presented to him. They laugh because they may be just hearing it. They may be just saying it. Some of them fully well know, but they wouldn't go against the record labels. You know. So let me play.
No, I mean, look, because I've been doing music. No, because I feel like we gotta put it out there. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of listen. You edit it out. No, listen, because I feel like
That's not what he meant, by the way. But go ahead.
No,
That's
listen.
not what he meant,
I'm
but
not
go
saying what
ahead.
he meant. I'm just saying in general because I feel like a lot of people, like, I had like 2 record deals, right? Mm-hmm. And they wanted
to compose it. So this is where he going and going to the point where he going in and say that he get the record deals and what was offered to him, right? Now let me just continue in this Matthew chapter 16 where we're going in, right? It says verse 27, say, for the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels and then he shall reward every man according to his works. So the glory you may receive here, you know, you sell out yourself, you sell out your soul, you do that. You know, you sell out your rights, right? You sign a contract and you have to do everything now that Esau tell you to do. You are going to receive your judgment, your reward for the works that you do here. You know? You're going to receive that. Don't feel you're doing all our wickedness and encouraging all our wickedness and you're not going to receive judgment for that. You have to receive. Now, I'm going to jump to a scripture here. This is Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, right? Because the person laugh, you know? And that Jake, every time something serious come about, or every time something serious is being talked about, you know, they don't want to believe it or think, they laugh and make a mockery of it. This is Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. It says, for my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. And that is basically what it is. Is he saying, may they reject our word, they reject the knowledge that are written here. They're destroyed for that. You know? They're destroyed for that. Same way this soldier here, he he given knowledge and an insight upon the industry, but they laugh. Even if you watch Matt Hoffa's face, you can see watch the image here. Watch Matt Hoffa's face, because he know what is this person going to say. Doing this, it could have negative repercussions to it. Matt Hoffa just he thinking like hope he saying it, and that is what it is. So he said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children, and forgetting the law. Again, they would these people would rather serve this place than serve the Lord. So one time they're not gonna keep the law. So things like they bending over to get a record deal, they're doing that comfortably. They're doing that comfortable. They don't really care. It is where it is with them. They just want that fame. So continuing.
Your butt? Yeah. Wait. Hold on. He said, yo. Hold on. Yeah. What?
Smart.
Yeah, what happened?
You was fucking with G on it.
Look, he ain't smoked nothing, bro.
Hold on. You ain't blink.
Jesus, okay. You sit back.
Yo, who with G on that wanted your butt, bro?
Listen, hold on. Look. What's his name? So look.
You notice they now making a mockery of it, and how they react and they laughing and so forth. But he dead serious, because again the situation won't show him. As I said, plenty Jakes will believe it, but there are plenty accounts where many celebrities now they coming out to say what it is they went through in the industry and the things they had us to do. Even if you go down here, like Nick Cannon mentioned here, Hollywood has a dark and demonic energy, which is right. The things you do to stay famous, the things you have to do, it's this. Hey, we make ourselves a living sacrifice for the Lord, but they have to make sacrifices. They have to sacrifice people close to them and so forth to stay in that. And as I just said, they say we're bending over, right? I'm gonna jump to our scripture here. Right, this is Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter Psalms chapter 49, right? Psalms chapter 49, verse 7. Listen, I'm gonna start from verse all right, so let me start from verse 5. It says, wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heel shall compass me about? Verse 6, it says, they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches. And that is something, especially in this time, people believe that just because they have money, just because this person have money, they know it is a saying, we should listen to this person, we should abide by what this person say, they make that wealth seem like if it's righteousness, that even go for even the churches and so forth. The thing gain is godliness. You understand? So, and you just see it. People saying, I pray to get this money that I only praying for. Money. That is all they pray for. Right? So it says, wherefore should, verse 6, Psalms 49, verse 6, it said, they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother. So you can't even with that money, you can't buy. You can't buy salvation. You can't save nobody next to you, so forth. Say none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. So you can't take that money you have now that contaminated. You do all sort of wickedness to receive this. You understand? Bend over, do this, that. So when it's time for judgment, you will tell the Lord, hold a million and save this money. It's not like that. There's a concept. I believe that concept is like Egyptology, where you have to have money to enter into the afterlife or something like that. That come from one of these hidden nations belief, right? So it say here, verse 8, verse 7, it said, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. So that money not going and save you. You understand? That money not going to save you. So yeah, you might enjoy it in this kingdom, but you have judgment to receive for where it is going to come to you. You understand? You have heavy judgment as well to receive for where it is going to come to you. So think, but again, Jakes can't see afar off. They just see in the moment, and whatever it is come the way, whatever it is, they go with. You understand? But they have judgment to receive. That's why they're going through all this shit that they have to go through. Right? So you say verse 8, it says, for the redemption of the soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever. Right? So it say verse 9, it say, for he that he should still live forever and not see corruption, for he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish and leave their wealth to others. So all that money you going and sell out yourself, sell out yourself, do all this wickedness, and then you're living in shame, your drugs, just so that all the wealth that you have going and leave to who? To somebody else. No, you want to be saved. No, when you know it's time to die, no, you want to pray to the Lord. No, you want to bend on your knees. But you live a wicked life. No, you have judgment to receive. Right? You have judgment to receive. So let me just play this little piece in the video here again.
So look, let me be clear, right? Nah, because it's not even funny. I'm keeping it real, right? It's not even funny. Now, I'm not a homosexual. I never did no homosexual shit. Nobody never played with my butt. But what happens is
you get no butt after that last point. You period that, and then you move on to the next sentence.
Nobody never did yet.
That's it. Nah, I mean, but listen. What I'm saying is, they proposition you. They do things indirectly. Like they might send a stylist at you, right?
Yeah.
Listen, they might send a stylist at you.
Wear this.
And the stylist is being on extra touch. Listen, homie, we ain't doing that. Or they might invite you to a party and there's no bitches there. It's a sausage party. Wait, hold on, I'm out. Saying, you know what I mean? So a lot of guys, artists that get into this game, they want to get deals. They get in, they got talent, they got good intentions, and then.
Have you been to these parties personally? Have you seen them?
You can't get.
That's a Doggy Diamonds question. Shout out Doggy Diamonds.
Right.
Shout out Doggy Diamonds.
So as he mentioning, the parties and the record labels, as I said before, Kelly Price have an interview on Vlad right now as I'm doing this video, where she mentioned the same thing. What it is the record labels do. They notice you like something and they encourage you in it. And that from day on they just they hit you. Right? Again, but you notice the reactions of some of the people in the room. Some of the people do believe, some of them believe, they don't want the information outside here, because some of these men here have ties with people in the industry. You understand? This is Job chapter 27, verse 8. It says, for what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he had gained, when God taketh away his soul? So where is it? What hope you have? You understand? What hope you have? That they're going to be saved? No. Judgment you're going to receive. You have judgment to receive. So it says, for what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he had gained? Yeah, do you gain? It says, when God taketh away his soul, will God hear his cry when trouble cometh upon him? Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call upon the Lord? I will teach you by the hand of God, that which is with the Almighty will I not conceal. Right? So yeah. Let's see, I'm going to jump to verse 13. You see, this is the portion of a wicked man with God, and the heritage of oppressors which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and its offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. You understand? So you see the judgment that way it is, right? So you see how and again you watch this interview, you see how you went into the, you hear how you're going to the industry and how you went into the industry and all this sort of stuff, you know, and the wickedness that they be doing. But before I go, it's that one particular video I want to play, right? I think I'll save it on watch later. Yeah, I think this is it here. All right.
I knew better when I was doing it and when I was saying it.
That's not. It's about artists selling their soul in the vetting process and all that other shit, right?
All that shit, yeah.
Right? So, it ain't bullshit.
Bullshit.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't. It ain't bullshit.
No, it ain't.
It's very real. So, what I'm saying is, look.
So
now,
he talking about artists selling the soul and so forth and selling the rights, right? Selling over the rights. And this particular, what I want in the video in the back, he says shit, that bullshit he talking. So it have men, again, that hey, who could say this individual is like a secret individual for the record labels and so forth, who know that this was going to be sold on the day. So he came here to debate, you know.
Now look,
a lot of niggas work for the devil.
Yes,
working for the devil, my nigga. They got you doing their dirty work.
Yeah, and again, the devil is who? Esau. That devil they're working for is Esau. You understand? The white man.
Thank you, big fat.
now mind you, I never met you. I never met you. I never met you. Right? We never had no conversation. I said the same shit. The same shit. The same shit. The same shit. Say it again.
Listen, man, let me tell you something, man.
I went to jail as a
I don't want to
child.
hear that. Listen, I'm gonna keep it.
I was a child.
I don't want to hear that second soul shit when it comes to
It's true though.
because I'm gonna keep
It's
it
true.
with you. In life, fuck music.
It's true.
In life,
Yeah.
no man perfect. We all do the devil's work.
Nah.
Ain't no nah.
So you see how this soul, and again I feel I just might go into another video with just one particular scenario here, how this individual will just coughing at the fact of what it is the man has to bring. No, you know, you don't want to hear that selling soul thing and all thing. And that again, what the scripture say, or people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. It have men that just go on to the heathen for that. You know? So hey, this might just be a forthcoming of the video that I might do later on or even tomorrow. So again, Matthew 16 verse 26. What is a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? But again, he loses. Jake, all they see is the money, just like this individual here. All they see is the money, and they think that is righteousness. But they know behind it is death and torment. Right? So with that, we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashami, or Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakodash. We set up on apostles and elders agreements on the rule, our teachers, our apostles in the shoot. And we say salutations, so the Akamat say pushing on children, say day and day out. You know, continuing season on season, we say Shalom.